Hey everyone, it's Gina. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial and review using the new e.l.f. Modern Metals collection. This is a collection that has a really pretty eyeshadow palette for fall and for the holidays, and also a blush and highlighter palette. And then I have two lip glosses from the collection that I'm going to be giving away to you all, because you guys know I like to give away products that I get because I don't need any more makeup. I like to try it out for the video and do a look, and then I like to give away some to you all. So let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So I tried my hardest to use just e.l.f. products for this video to keep it very affordable, but if for some reason there wasn't a product that I didn't have that was e.l.f., I will be sure to link you to a similar one you can get from e.l.f. on the blog post that goes with this video, which will list out all the products, brushes, and any related videos and stuff, and some photos of the look will be on that post, which is the first link down below. So to first start off, I'm using the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. This is a white eyeshadow primer. It goes on sheer though once you blend it out. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but this actually works pretty well at keeping my shadow on longer. Works great with e.l.f. shadows and just helps it adhere and keep it from creasing. First shade I'm going to use from the e.l.f. Modern Metals palette. None of these shadows are actually super foiled or metal looking to me. They're just like shimmery, and then you have some matte and stuff. So if you're expecting this to be like super glittery foiled, especially with the term metals, then this isn't exactly that type of palette. It's more of like wearable shimmer and stuff. That's how I would describe it. So I'm first going to start out by using an eye shading brush from Sigma, and I'm first picking up the second shade, which is like a nude gold color with some shimmer to it. It's really pretty. I just applied this all over my lid, and this is great because it pretty much matches my skin tone color but gives a little bit of shine. Next, I wanted to lighten that up a little bit, so taking that same brush, I went in with the very first shade next to it, which is the even lighter one. This is a really pretty color. This one had a lot more pigmentation for me, or maybe it just showed up on my skin color a lot better. I just used that on the inner corners, a little bit on the lower lash line, and then I also took a little bit up on the brow bone for a little highlight. So now I'm going to use a crease color. I'm going in with this matte one right in the middle. It's like a light blush, light brown, mauve. It's hard to describe, but it's just a really nice crease color, especially for like a very warm look. I wanted to create a fall neutral look, but something that is wearable, something you can feel comfortable in going out, but you still have some fall tones in there. So this is just a very warm neutral look. So I'm just going all throughout the crease with this. You just want to blend, kind of going back and forth. You can work slowly to just build up the color that you want, and just be sure to not take it too far in or too far down. You just want to keep it right in that crease. So you can totally stop here if you prefer a more natural look. You can finish off with a brow bone, highlight, and call it a day, but I'm gonna deepen it up for you just to show you a little bit more of a fall smoky look. So to do that, I'm gonna take a small tapered blending brush from Sigma, and I'm just gonna mix the two shades in here. One of them is like a chocolate or a lighter chocolate brown with a little bit of shimmer. The other one is like a warm mauve-y orange color. It's really interesting. I just mixed the two together because I didn't want it to be too orangey, because you guys know I like to keep it pretty wearable. So I mixed it with some of that brown to tone it down a little bit, but you can totally do one or the other. And this just helps deepen it up even more. I like to keep it on the outside of my eye to avoid my small eyes from looking even more closed in. And then I just kind of go back and forth between my two brushes with the crease colors just to get the right blend that I like and just make sure everything has a nice fade. I also kind of go back and forth too with the lid color just to brighten it up a little bit more on the inner corner. And to finish off with the brow bone highlight, I'm going to take that second shade and just go throughout my brow bone. This helps kind of blend everything out. This can even be used to tone it down if you went overboard and you're feeling like it's too dramatic for day to day. So now to tie the look in with a lower lash line, I'm taking a Sigma pencil brush, and I'm using those same two shadows that I mixed in the crease on the lower lash line just to help everything, you know, blend down to the lower lash line, and I'm going to actually be smoking this out in a minute. So that's it for the shadow, actually really easy. So now moving on to eyeliner. So I wanted to go with a brown liner, but I couldn't find one from e.l.f., but I do really like their pencil eyeliner, so I'll be sure to link you to those on the blog post. But I went with this one that I had on hand. This was the e.l.f. eyeliner and shadow stick, and I just went with the black liner side. I actually really like this black eyeliner. I used it a lot a few months ago. I'm just using this to create a really soft line on the top lash line and also on the waterline and the lower lash line. I did create a small wing with this, but you don't have to be too precise if you want that smoky look. You can kind of just dab it on, and I just kind of like to smudge that pencil in between my lashes because my lash hairs are pretty light, so this kind of helps blend everything so the mascara looks a lot better when you look down. So I just kind of blend that on the upper lash line. So to help that blend and kind of smoke it out, I'm taking my Sigma flat definer brush, And by the way, I will link you to dupes of these brushes from e.l.f. because they do have similar ones. I'm just using this to go right over that liner. It just helps smudge it out a little bit. It helps set it to where it keeps it in place. And it also helps just blend in the liner with the shadow. It creates like a soft smoky look, but if you wanted to keep this look wearable, I would just kind of dab a little bit of brown liner and skip this step. Or you could kind of just soften it with a Q-tip if you didn't want to smoke it out, but I wanted to go a little bit more dramatic for this since I usually go more wearable. I also use this to kind of flick the wing out and just help the wing elongate a little bit with a cleaner line. Since pencil can be hard sometimes to get a clean line, that brush really helps just sharpen it out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara. Didn't use an e.l.f. mascara, but I'll link you to my favorite one from e.l.f. I'm just out of it right now, so I'm just using my favorite Maybelline one. So now that we're done with the eyes, we're gonna try out the Modern Metals face palette, and this one has some blush and highlight colors. I was really excited to try this. It looks like there are 3 blush colors on the bottom and 3 highlight colors. I like how there's some like warm fall tones, but there's also a pop of peach in here, so that would be great for the summertime. I feel like this is good too for any skin tones because you have some darker shades and then some lighter ones too, so pretty much anyone can wear this. The highlight shades are not super intense looking, and again, the metals name kind of makes me think like super foiled and metal looking, but these are more toned down and wearable for every day. So I'm first gonna just take a angled blush brush that I have, and I'm gonna take the middle mauve color, and you guys can always go for mauve because it just is so wearable, looks great on my skin tone. Just applying this to the apples of my cheeks, and these are really pigmented. There was a little bit of fallout just to kind of shake off the brush before applying, but nothing too crazy. Very pigmented. I felt like they actually showed up on my cheeks. I was impressed. So then for the highlight, I actually went with the gold shade, and I applied this just to my cheekbones and down my nose and a little bit on my cupid's bow. This is definitely a wearable highlighter, but it has a nice sheen to it. I wouldn't call it glittery or foiled or anything like that, but it does have a nice sheen. It's very wearable and natural looking. So now moving on to lips. So there are 2 shades for the lip colors in this collection, or at least I have 2 shades. I don't know if there's more. I have one of the liquid matte lipstick and then the lip gloss. So this is actually what you're going to be able to win in just a minute. But since I didn't want to open the giveaway prizes, I chose some lip colors from e.l.f. So I started off first with this e.l.f. This is like a double-sided lip color. This one is in I Love Pinks, and I just went with the darker like mauve shade. And I dabbed a little bit on, which I liked the color, but it was a little bit too pinky, I feel like, with this look. And then I used the e.l.f. This is the Champagne Glam. This is the lip plumping gloss, so this does have a plumping effect. I like this light rose gold color, really pretty and very shimmery on the lips, but after I applied these 2, it was kind of trial and error. I noticed that it was kind of bright pink, and I feel like it didn't go with the fall tones as much. I mean, it would totally work, but not the look I was going for, so I removed that. And then I just stuck with the lip plumping gloss instead, since it's kind of like a clear shimmery nude color, and I think that complemented the eyes a little bit better. But you could totally change this up and do a fall lip, you could do a dark lip, whatever you want. So this is the final look. I hope this is wearable enough for you all and also bold enough for trying out some fall colors. I really liked the palette. I was impressed with the quality. Definitely like the face palette. I can see this being a staple of mine and something I take traveling because you have so many options right in one compact. So now for the giveaway part. So you guys are going to be able to win 2 e.l.f. Modern Metals. This is the liquid matte lipstick and the lip gloss. I don't see the shade on here, but I will list it for you. But this is a really pretty, just like, looks like a burnt orange, like a really pretty fall color. That one's really interesting. That one's matte. And then this one here is a really shimmery gold. This is super foiled, will be great for some holiday looks. So all you have to do to enter to win these is just leave me a comment down below and make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. You can tell me a video request in the comment. If there's a drugstore product you would like for me to review, please let me know. I'm looking for some new drugstore products to review, especially like foundations and concealers. I've been testing some out from the drugstore, or if there's a curly hair product that you want me to review. So that is it. I will leave the giveaway rules in the description box down below. I'll have this going on for 1 week. If you missed my last giveaway announcement, I will have that winner down below as well. I hope you guys like these weekly giveaways. I love doing them for you all. And if you missed my latest curly hair video, I did do one all about starting out with transitioning your curls. So if you have curly hair or textured hair, you gotta check that out. I'm starting out a new series just for beginners on taking care of curly hair, so I'd love to hear your video requests for that, and your feedback on that series would be much appreciated. So that's it for today's review video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss when I post a new video on Sundays, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye everyone.